For decades, two cities have towered above the rest of India: Mumbai, the nation's financial engine, and Delhi, its political powerhouse. But India is changing faster than ever before. With a booming middle class, a digital economy reshaping industries, and massive infrastructure projects transforming skylines, a new league of cities is rising. This isn't about tearing down Mumbai or Delhi. They'll always remain iconic. Instead, this is about emerging megacities that are set to outpace them in growth, wealth creation, innovation, and global influence. By 2030, 6 cities in particular could become India's new faces of power, the places investors, innovators, and the world will look to first. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the 6 Indian cities that could outshine Mumbai and Delhi by 2030. Bengaluru. When people talk about the future of Indian cities, one name immediately comes to mind: Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley. This city has become synonymous with innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship. Nearly 40% of India's unicorn startups are headquartered here, making it the country's undisputed startup capital. Bengaluru isn't just about domestic success, it's a global tech hub. Tech giants like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Meta all run major R&D operations from here, treating Bengaluru as their launchpad for cutting-edge research in AI, biotech, fintech, and deep tech. Add to that a young, highly educated workforce, and you have the perfect recipe for rapid, sustained growth. On the infrastructure front, Bengaluru is racing to keep up with its booming economy. The Namma Metro expansion, new suburban rail lines, and one of India's busiest airports are positioning the city as an international hub for both business and travel. Yes, traffic congestion and water shortages remain pressing challenges, but massive investments in smart city solutions, water recycling, and better transit are starting to turn the tide. By 2030, Bengaluru isn't just expected to lead India in technology, it could potentially surpass Mumbai in per capita wealth, transforming into India's Silicon Global City, a place where innovation and prosperity define everyday life. Hyderabad. Next on the list is Hyderabad, a city that has reinvented itself like no other. Once known as the City of Pearls, it is now proudly called Cyberabad, a brand transformation that perfectly reflects its modern identity. Hyderabad has emerged as a powerhouse in both IT and pharmaceuticals. It hosts Google's largest campus outside the United States, while pharma giants like Novartis and Pfizer have set up major operations here. This dual strength in tech and healthcare makes the city uniquely positioned to thrive in the future economy. One of Hyderabad's biggest advantages is its pro-business governance. Telangana's government has built a reputation for being highly investor-friendly, setting up industrial zones and rolling out policies that make it easier for both multinational corporations and local startups to thrive. Beyond IT, Hyderabad is also becoming a critical hub for aerospace and defense manufacturing, tapping into India's push for self-reliance in high-tech industries. Infrastructure has kept pace with this explosive growth. The Outer Ring Road, an expanding metro network, and upgrades to the international airport are helping the city absorb new waves of residents and businesses. Combine that with relatively affordable real estate compared to Mumbai and Delhi, and you get a magnet for startups, professionals, and global investors. By 2030, Hyderabad could surpass Delhi not just in foreign direct investment inflows, but also in quality of life rankings, positioning itself as a model global city that blends affordability with world-class innovation. Pune. Often called the Oxford of the East, Pune has built its reputation on education and research. With thousands of colleges, universities, and specialized research centers, it consistently produces one of the most skilled talent pools in India. This steady pipeline of young professionals gives Pune a long-term advantage over older, saturated cities like Mumbai and Delhi. Economically, Pune is a unique blend of IT services and automobile manufacturing. It is home to global companies like Infosys and Wipro, while also hosting Tata Motors and the Indian headquarters of Mercedes-Benz. More recently, Pune has become one of India's most important centers for electric vehicle innovation. With EV startups, component makers, and R&D centers setting up shop, the city is positioning itself as a leader in green mobility, a sector set to explode in the coming decade. Beyond industry, Pune has a cultural and lifestyle advantage. It offers a cosmopolitan environment but with lower pollution levels, milder weather, and a more manageable pace of life compared to Delhi and Mumbai. Add to that the Pune Metro, the expressway linking it directly to Mumbai, and upgraded urban infrastructure, and the city is becoming increasingly attractive to both corporations and individuals. By 2030, Pune could well surpass Mumbai in terms of its innovation ecosystem and quality workforce, making it not just a satellite city of Maharashtra but a global innovation hub in its own right. From its roots as the Manchester of India for its thriving textile industry, Ahmedabad has transformed into a modern financial and industrial hub with ambitions that stretch far beyond Gujarat. Its economy is diverse and fast-growing, with textiles, pharmaceuticals, and chemicals forming the backbone of its industrial might. But the real game-changer for Ahmedabad is Gift City, India's first international financial services hub. With tax incentives, world-class infrastructure, and global banks already moving in, Gift City is positioning Ahmedabad as a serious rival to Mumbai's financial dominance. Add to this Gujarat's strong reputation for a pro-business environment and ease of doing business, and it's clear why global investors are paying attention. Infrastructure projects are also reshaping Ahmedabad's future. The highly anticipated Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project will slash travel times and link the city even more closely to India's financial capital, while the expanding metro promises to make commuting within the city easier for its growing population. By 2030, Ahmedabad could rival Mumbai as India's financial and corporate hub, not just supporting industry but actively shaping India's integration into global markets. What was once an industrial stronghold is on track to become a financial powerhouse that attracts global corporations, banks, and investors. Chennai, known as the Detroit of India, Chennai has long been the country's automobile capital. The city is home to industry giants like Hyundai, Ford, BMW, and Ashok Leyland, earning it a reputation as a global manufacturing hub for vehicles and components. With India's rapid growth in both domestic and export markets, Chennai's auto sector is only set to expand further in the coming decade. But Chennai is not just about cars. It has also built a strong presence in IT and electronics manufacturing, positioning itself as a critical node in global supply chains. From software development to hardware assembly, the city is becoming an all-round player in the tech-driven economy. Adding to this economic muscle is Chennai's cultural influence, with Kollywood, Tamil cinema, enjoying global popularity, and the South Indian diaspora expanding its reach across Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and even the United States. Chennai is building significant soft power. Its cultural exports add a global dimension to its growing economic clout. Infrastructure is also keeping pace. The Chennai metro expansion, various smart city initiatives, and the growing importance of the city's coastal port for international trade are laying the groundwork for sustained growth. By 2030, Chennai could rival Mumbai not only in manufacturing and exports, but also as a cultural capital with global influence, balancing industrial might with artistic and cinematic power. Once the beating heart of British India, Kolkata, the city of joy, is now writing its own economic comeback story. After decades of stagnation, the city is rediscovering its place as a crucial gateway for trade and commerce. Strategically located in eastern India, Kolkata acts as a trade corridor to Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Southeast Asia, giving it an advantage that Mumbai and Delhi can't match. This geographic edge is being supercharged by new investments in logistics hubs, renewable energy projects, and modernized port facilities, all of which are reviving Kolkata's economic engine. The city's IT and services sector is also quietly expanding, with major companies setting up back offices, data centers, and call hubs here. Coupled with its relatively affordable real estate and strong education base, Kolkata is beginning to attract fresh waves of talent. Beyond economics, Kolkata retains its deep cultural and intellectual weight. Once the cradle of India's literary and artistic renaissance, this identity is resurfacing, now blended with tech and finance to create a new hybrid identity for the city. By 2030, Kolkata is expected to be firmly positioned as East India's commercial engine, regaining much of its old prominence and serving as a bridge between South Asia and Southeast Asia. Its story is not just about revival, it's about reinvention. WHY Mumbai and Delhi may decline for most of independent India's history. If you wanted to make it big, you moved to either Mumbai or Delhi. Mumbai was the financial capital, the city of Bollywood dreams, and the country's main link to global markets. Delhi, meanwhile, was the nation's political and administrative heart, home to government power, elite universities, and international diplomacy. Together, they became the two poles of Indian ambition. But the very success of these cities has created the seeds of their own decline. Let's start with Mumbai. With over 20 million people crammed into a narrow coastal strip, the city is one of the most densely populated in the world. This extreme overcrowding drives skyrocketing real estate prices, forcing millions into slums or micro-apartments that cost more than entire houses in other Indian cities. Each monsoon season, the city comes to a standstill with chronic flooding, damaging infrastructure and disrupting business. The same financial hub that manages India's stock exchanges and banks also struggles with crumbling roads, outdated drainage, and traffic gridlock. For global investors, this paradox raises a question. Can Mumbai sustain its role as India's business capital if its basic infrastructure can't keep up? Now consider Delhi. As the national capital, Delhi sits at the crossroads of politics, governance, and history. But it also faces some of the worst environmental challenges on the planet. For several months each year, Delhi is covered in toxic smog so thick that flights are cancelled, schools are closed, and residents are forced indoors. This pollution crisis, combined with rapid overpopulation, has pushed the city's healthcare and transport systems to the edge. Add to this the frequent political gridlock between local and national authorities, and the city's planning and governance often struggle to match the demands of a fast-growing population. Meanwhile, India's rising cities are learning from these mistakes. They are investing in better metro systems, smarter water management, and planned urban growth instead of uncontrolled sprawl. Their cost of living is lower, their air cleaner, and their governance more streamlined. While Mumbai and Delhi will always remain important, their dominance is slowly being eroded by cities that offer a better quality of life, stronger infrastructure, and more opportunities for the next generation. The bigger picture, India 2030. To truly understand this shift, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. By 2030, India will have over 600 million people living in cities. That's nearly half the country's population, and more people than the entire population of the European Union. This wave of urbanization is unprecedented, and it will change the way India works, lives, and grows. The most important impact will be decentralization. For decades, India's economic gravity was concentrated in Mumbai and Delhi, much like everything revolved around New York in the United States during the early 20th century. But just as America diversified into multiple hubs, with Los Angeles for entertainment, Houston for energy, Chicago for trade, and San Francisco for tech, India is now moving in the same direction. By 2030, we won't be talking about a country dominated by just 2 megacities instead. India will likely have 8 to 10 global powerhouses, each excelling in different domains. Bengaluru could be the global hub for AI and startups. Hyderabad could dominate pharma, IT, and defense manufacturing. Pune may emerge as the leader in electric vehicles and innovation ecosystems. Ahmedabad could rival international finance hubs with its Gift City project. Chennai will continue powering automobiles, electronics, and cultural exports, while Kolkata may re-establish itself as the gateway to South and Southeast Asia. This spread of opportunity has huge implications. It means less pressure on Mumbai and Delhi, but more importantly, it gives young Indians multiple pathways to success. Instead of millions of ambitious professionals being forced to migrate to just 2 cities, they can now build their careers closer to home, in thriving hubs that offer global opportunities. For the world, this decentralization makes India more resilient and competitive. Investors won't just look at Mumbai or Delhi, they'll see an entire network of interconnected cities, each with its own global strengths. This diversity of hubs is exactly what makes economies like the US and China so powerful. By 2030, India could very well join their ranks, not as a 2-city story, but as a nation of global cities. So, let's bring it all together. We've looked at 6 cities: Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Pune, Ahmedabad, Chennai, and Kolkata, that are on track to rise beyond the shadows of Mumbai and Delhi. Each city has a unique strength: technology, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, finance, culture, or trade. Together, they form the foundation of India's urban future. But this isn't just about economic competition. It's about a fundamental transformation in how India sees itself and how the world sees India. No longer will ambition be funneled into just 2 overburdened cities. Instead, opportunity will be spread across multiple powerhouses, creating a more balanced, inclusive, and globally competitive nation. The big question is, which of these cities will truly define India on the world stage by 2030? Will it be Bengaluru, the Silicon Global City? Hyderabad, the next global hub for pharma and defense? Or perhaps Ahmedabad, with its bold financial ambitions? Maybe even Chennai or Kolkata, with their unique blend of industry and culture. Drop your pick in the comments below. Let us see which city our audience believes will lead India into the next decade. One thing is clear: India's future is no longer about a two-city dominance. It's about a network of rising megacities, each contributing to the nation's growth story. By 2030, the world won't just look at Mumbai and Delhi. It will look at a new India, powered by many cities, united in ambition, innovation, and global influence. And that is the story of India's urban revolution.